So I guess since we already some of us already know each other, I did a little kind of welcome. So I guess for the newer people, if you wanna say when you started the program, where you're from, anything you're excited about for the following coming up semesters. I'll start and just say that I'm on the East Coast, so I'm in Massachusetts. Um, 3 hours ahead from most people. Just finished my third semester, so I still feel very, very new. And I'm excited for the fall semester where I'm going to be taking preservation management.
Very cool. I'll go because I'm next in the little boxes. Hi, I'm Rebecca. When did I start the program? January 2024. I'm just about to graduate. So this semester I took my e-portfolio, an internship, a professional internship, and then I also did an independent research project. And I won't be taking any classes next semester, which is really weird. And they're actually classes I wish I had taken,
Yeah.
but part of me is like, well, I can always audit or, do something else later.
Mm.
And I'm in the Bay Area, so I'm on the West Coast. And that's me. I'll pass it to Marlene.
Hi, I'm Marlene. I started the program August 2023. I had to look through my calendar to see what year it was that I started. August 2023. This semester I took the ePortfolio class and also digital curation, Info 284, I believe it was. Um, I enjoyed the class. It was really informative. I think before that, Aaron, the previous semester, I took preservation management. So
Mm.
going from preservation management to digital curation kind of was a really good segue. Um,
Ooh, okay.
yeah. Um, and so you just learn about digital asset management and working in dams and applying metadata. So it's interesting. And like Rebecca, I'm not taking any classes next semester, which is really weird. And there are several classes that I wish I would have taken. And even some of them, even though I'm not planning on going the public library route, there were still some public library courses that I wanted to take, like, graphic novels and even like the YA literature and collection. So those all sounded interesting. And I am in Los Angeles. And I will pass it over to Angelica.
Hi, I'm also in Los Angeles right now. I'm in my fourth semester of the program, and this semester I finally got to take like the more interesting electives. I
Mm.
did the intro, the archives and manuscripts, and beginning cataloging and classification, which I really enjoyed. And then this summer I'm going to be taking metadata. Um, and like one of you said, yeah, preservation management. I'm either taking it in the fall or the spring. I'm just like deciding like how I want to map out my program.
Mm.
But it's nice it's offered in fall and spring. And digital curation, I may be taking next summer because I saw that it's available as a summer course. So I'd love to hear like how you guys thought about all those classes. And yeah, I'm just happy to, I'm wanting to get more involved in the archival track, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all and doing this activity.
Awesome. Thank you for joining.
Carly, did you
Rebecca,
want
is
to
it
go?
now or is it me? Oh gosh.
You're on the spot.
Is it me? Okay, I'll go. Hi. I'm Carly Corsi. My pronouns are she or they. Um, let's see. I started the program fall 2024. I work full time and I have a 15-year-old and I pretty much go full time. I usually take 16 it's a semester. This semester, I was a peer mentor for 203, which was super fun. And I was also in reference with Professor Tunon, which was cool because I got to learn a lot about AI, which I pretty much hate, but I do nothing about it. Now I feel much better. Um, Next semester, over summer, I am taking archives and manuscripts and music librarianship. And then in fall, I am taking history of the book and beginning cataloging. So it's kind of cool. I actually work in a preservation lab at an academic library. I'm the bindery manager. I'm a library assistant four. It's super cool. I love it. And I took preservation management with Dr. Skinner, which was cool. We got to do like one physical preservation project, and most of the class was more about digital preservation, which I wasn't expecting. I should have read the syllabus. And I think Dr. Bushy also does it. It's different. They're very different. So compare the syllabi. Dr. Skinner's brilliant. I don't know anything about Dr. Bushy, but I know she's nice. Um, yeah, that's all I got. I'm excited. I'm supposed to graduate spring 27, and I'm also a content editor on the SRJ, and I'm going to be the chair of this SAASC group starting this summer after Marlene is graduated. All right, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Um, so yeah, so tonight's virtual scavenger hunt is very just just casual. I'm not like keeping score or anything like that. It's just kind of a way to get us to get to know each other and talk about like our school experiences, our experiences with library science, what our goals are, that kind of thing. So I have about 8 items in total. And if we don't get to all of them, depending on how the conversations flow, that's fine. And I have a timer of 30 seconds, which if we do, like if we are done before the 30 seconds, that's fine. I just did a random timer just to keep us kind of on track. And then you don't have to share your item or why you picked it, but if you're comfortable with, we can turn our screens on and show our item and share it and kind of talk about it if we would like to. Um, so the first item I have is a book you love, whether that was a book you read recently, book you've loved since childhood, and then if you would like to share it once you pick up your book. So I'll start the timer of 30 seconds. There's no sound, so I'll just let everyone know when the 30 seconds is up.
This is a hard one.
I yeah. I didn't really start
It
off
is
with like
hard
an
and 30
easy one.
seconds is fast.
Yeah.
I know. I was debating 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I wasn't really sure what was like a
Yeah.
good amount of time.
I always forget every
Um,
book I've ever read when I hear this question. I'm like,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I was standing like in front of my bookshelf earlier today trying to decide which book I wanted to pick.
Hmm.
But I'll go first. So the book that I decided to pick was a book I read last fall for like kind of the Halloween season. And it's Slewfoot.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I surprisingly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. The art in it was really cool. I thought that was just like really interesting to have kind of the art in it,
Nice.
and seeing like the main characters and the side characters. Um, but it's actually kind of a book I'm hoping to read again this fall. I feel like it's like a good fall atmosphere book to read every year if I get the chance to. Yeah. So if anyone else wants to share, they can.
That's awesome. That's on my TBR and I was gonna get it an ebook, but now that you said that there's
Mm.
artwork in it, I will check it out physically.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like bigger than like I guess a regular
Hmm.
paperback, so it's kind of a bit longer too, which is kind of I don't know, kind of fun. That's a different shape a little
Yeah.
bit.
I guess I'll go next. I picked Passing by Nella Larson. I read it several years ago, I think over like 10 years ago. And I really liked it. And then I recently read it this past winter break. And I had seen the Netflix adaptation that they did, but it doesn't live up to the book. And it's just so good. And it's such a great exploration of like race and identity, colorism, um, status and class, and then I do also like the ambiguous ending at the end. Like you don't know I don't want to do any spoilers if someone hasn't read it, but like you don't know like, if the big thing that happens at the end, if it was caused by someone or if the person that it happens to decided to do it on their own. So it's very, very like layered and very much ahead of its time. And it's very timely even now. So I recommend it. It's a short read, it's fast. Yeah, passing, Nella Larson.
Excellent. So as soon as you said pick a book you love, I totally froze because I read all the time and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I can toss one in on the heels of what Marlene said. One book that I read in the last year that I loved, which is probably everyone here has already heard of, is The Personal Librarian.
Mm.
And it's a novel about Bella DaCosta Green, who this is based on a real story in the 1920s, I think it was, about a Black woman who became J.P. Morgan's librarian, and she passed as white her whole career, but she ran the library by herself. She built it up and she traveled all over the world, like going to fancy places where she had to, what do you call it? Like bid on archival items for his
Mm.
library because he had all these fancy things that he wanted and like an unlimited budget. It's a great book. Great book. Really cool. Really enjoyed reading it. And, librarian focused. But what I grabbed, oh, so let's see, wait. That was, who wrote it? Who wrote it? Marie Benedict, the personal librarian. But when I grabbed off my shelf, I was like, I don't know what book to call out. So I picked up, oh, can't, this is terrible with the blur background.
Yeah.
Tarot coloring book. This has been something that I've been enjoying doing in my downtime because it's a way for me I like coloring and I like going through all of the tarot cards one by one and learning about the symbolism and the colors and the correspondences. And it's completely unrelated to anything I do in my program that's why I've been enjoying it.
Mhm.
I
Pass.
love that.
Good job, one.
Coloring is very relaxing.
It is. Coloring is wonderful. That's so cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
Sorry, I was just proud of myself because I didn't think I was gonna find one. But never. Oh my God, I can't even do this. I wonder if I can make it work. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo
Ooh, yes,
Ishiguro.
that's a good
Does
Classic.
one.
anyone know that? It's old. It's like
Yes.
2005.
Great choice.
Yeah, I read it in my community college composition class, and I had it on my bookshelf. And like, I've been so stressed out since I started the program. I haven't read anything new for pleasure the entire time. I just kind of reread stuff that I like. And I just reread it, and I was like, God, I remember the first time I read it, and I was just like completely blown away because I knew nothing about the story whatsoever. No spoilers on this one either, but I was just like, whoa, it's so good. Anyway, I loved it. It's kind of my thing. I like kind of weird sci-fi shit, so cool.
Was that made into a movie? The title sounds familiar.
Yes, they did. They adapted into a
No.
movie.
Ah, okay. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so for my book, I was like conflicted because I've only like browsed it, but I could already tell it's like something I'm already really loving. I got it for Christmas actually. It's the Michelle Obama, The Look. Wait, let's see. It's a look at all of her fashion during her presidency and how her what she wore uh was conveyed stories or was so much intention behind it, and there's just like so many pretty pictures like and just like reminiscing about that time in the mid 2010s, early 2010s. And it's just I really like how it's combining like fashion and narrative and history and just what everything how there's so much more going on than just a look or yeah.
I'm so glad you picked that. Yeah, I saw that in bookstores and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not a super huge fashion person, but then I heard her doing a blurb for it and how everything was so intentional between her and her stylist, like the things that she chose and why. And I'm sure that's a really
Yeah.
fun
So
read in
it's
addition to looking at the nice pictures.
yeah. So I'm now that we're like on I guess break right before summer session, I'm gonna like really dig into it and just enjoy it.
Mm, that's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
That
Ah,
looks really cool. I read Becoming a long time ago, but I didn't even know
mm,
that existed. I really like
Yeah,
I don't like buying fashion, but I like looking at fashion. I like
yeah,
looking at really beautiful dresses that I will never wear, you know?
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
recent. I think it came out the fall. I think it came out like in December of last year, 2025. Um, yeah, it's very recent. And it's also just like a pretty coffee table book. I have a thing for
Mhm.
like coffee table books, even though they take up a lot of space.
Yeah. No, I love a good coffee table book for sure. Right. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Um, our next item is um maybe a little bit easier than a book you love, but your favorite tool for organizing. Um, I'll just start that timer. This could be something like Google Calendar, Agenda, sticky notes, um, anything that helps you stay organized.
I have something.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was so fast it was on my desk.
No, perfect.
So I got these for me, my daughter, and my boyfriend for Christmas because we went to Japan last Christmas, like a year ago. And it was the best trip ever, like lifelong dream. And I got these Hobonichi, you can't even freaking see it, planners for all of us. It's called Hobonichi Techo. And they
Ooh.
are, you can either get like a slender one each year, or what I got was like the jacket and you buy the inside every year. And it's got like so much cute stuff. It's like tiny little lines, and the pen writes really tiny. I write really big, so I use a different pen, but they're just so neat for organizing. It's like it gives me so many endorphins that I don't mind putting it on my Google Calendar and the physical calendar.
Mhm.
And it's really good for me. Yeah, I love it.
If you could write out how that's spelled in the chat,
I'll put the
Yeah.
URL in the chat. Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I love having like a good planner, and a good pen is also really important for
Mhm.
that. I also kind of have a planner agenda that I use for both school and work, but I tend to use Google Calendar the most for everything. So I don't have like a physical thing for that, but I have realized I started relying on my Google Calendar for literally everything and have used it for small tasks too. I will do like timers on it for anything I forget to do, like for work, I have to place lunch order. So I have a timer like place lunch order now, that kind of thing. So Google Calendar or anything similar like that has been really helpful for organizing, and I've yeah, rely on it a lot.
I have my I have it upstairs and I wouldn't get there back in time in 30 seconds. But it's a planner. It has like the month layout and then like by week. And everything's like color coded for like the different classes and for my internships and personal stuff. And then I also use Google Calendar. So I'm both like digital and analog. So I
Mm,
use the Google Calendar for all the reminders, like you said, Erin.
yeah.
Um, and also Post-its. So there's Post-its all over my laptop.
I love that.
Yeah.
So kind of like you, I like digital and analog for my schoolwork. I have this like I've had it since college. It's just like a big whiteboard, like dry erase board, but like it's a calendar. And then
Mhm.
for my classes, I like to use it for like when all the assignments are due by like cross-referencing to the calendar that's in Canvas. Like
Mm,
and then I just like transfer that onto the whiteboard, and I also like erasing and like just like making it clean when like a month is done. But yeah, and then like digital stuff like Google Calendar, that sort of thing. And physical planners too.
I like
There's
that.
something
Mhm.
satisfying about like finishing a month or having a to-do list and like
Yeah, and then
crossing
just
things out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. I love Google things, but in the last year, I've really started using Notion. It's a tool that you can use, and what I like about it is you can do multiple project tracking things. Like I have different sheets for like travel planning, different classes with different assignments, and you can totally nerd out on all the lists and check boxes and ticking off things and access them on your phone or on the browser, which is really nice. But what I pulled down was this is my digital slash analog combo for the year. So for the semester, the e-port was so there's just so much, right?
Mhm.
And that involved a lot of Google folders and documents and things that we
Mm.
don't have to discuss in detail. The thing that I had on my wall is I made this fun little pie chart with all of the different competencies, and I marked them off one by one as I worked on them and as they passed. And so now I have this at the end now that it's done. And I'm like, yay, look at it, it's all done. And it was
It's
fun.
so pretty and creative.
Yeah.
Each one was so frustrating that it was fun to color in a little pie slice afterwards. I'm like, oh, this one feels orange. We'll do that. But yeah, it
I
was
love that.
stop and it was a good
Mm,
visual for like how much of it was done without
mm,
feeling overwhelmed.
mm.
Yeah, that's
I don't
great.
remember where I found the template for the pie chart. Someone else made it. I can't even take credit for it, but
You should frame that alongside your diploma.
I may, I
Yeah.
have to.
Yes, that's awesome. Color coding is, I love color coding. Awesome.
And the sticky notes that are like different colors, like the little like arrows. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm, yes, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Yeah, I've actually started playing around with Notion a little bit. And it's so much easier to look at Notion on your phone than like Google Sheets or Google Folders. So I've been slowly making the transition over to Notion, just because sometimes it is easier to like check things off on your phone when I'm, not at the desk. Um, so Notion, if anyone needs like a new organization system that's out there.
And it's a good, I've started using it more and more for like collecting notes, like when I'm just out and
Mm,
about and I see like a book or something I want to read or something I want to remember, I'll just write down a quick note on it and then I can refer to it later,
awesome.
which is nice and get it out of my brain.
Yes.
It's good to know. I'm
Mhm.
gonna look
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. That's awesome. I love that.
It's also got more tools than I will ever use. Like it's fully designed for AI integration to a whole business. And I'm like, no, no, no.
No. Very cool. Let's see what's my next item. Um, an item that represents why you chose library science. We can forget the 30 seconds and just whenever we're ready. I know this one's kind of like a bigger kind of question. I'll go first since I kind of prepared all my items already. Um, this was kind of this was hard for me to find like an actual item that represented why I chose library science. But the big reason is wanting to get into film archives and film preservation. So for that, I actually picked this book that's about the making of The Princess Bride, written by the actor who played Wesley, and that's one of my favorite movies. And so reading this and seeing the behind the scenes and just everything that goes into movie making, movie magic was just I love this book. I feel like I should read it again. So I felt like this was like a good representation of why I chose library science, why I'm on the archive pathway, um, and what I'm hoping when the time comes for internships, looking into film archives, and seeing what I can continue to learn. And that, yeah.
Okay, is it okay if I go next? Because mine's kind of related.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of random, but like it's sitting on my desk, and you guys might laugh. So this is a pin. Is the Says the Writers Guild on strike.
Oh, yeah.
So okay,
Mm,
so I got my undergraduate degree in screenwriting. I went to film school. Yeah, and I've always loved like history and writing and also psychology, just like throw that in there. And I had intended, as I live in LA, to try to work in the film industry after I graduated. I did like some internships, assistant type stuff, and I wasn't really happy. And then, sorry, this is like a long story, but then like
No, it's
COVID,
great.
and then strikes and just everything going on, I've decided to have a career pivot, and I'm interested in pivoting to archives, but film adjacent. So not so much preservation like you, Aaron, but more like archives for uh just anything related to the film industry. So like the Academy of Motion
Mhm.
Pictures,
Mhm.
the Writers Guild, just the entertainment industry. So during when these strikes were happening, that's kind of when I was like reevaluating um my job security and just where I want to go, but still involve all my passions. And that's kind of how I ended up on the archives path here at SJSU. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's very cool.
Thanks.
Have you visited, Angelina, the Margaret Herrick Library?
I haven't visited in person,
Hmm.
but I've explored their website, and that's like a goal of mine to like intern
Yes.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they have their summer rising internships each
Yes,
summer.
the
Yeah.
Academy Gold.
Yeah. Uh,
There was
And
we had oh sorry.
I was gonna
We
say,
had
Aaron, for film, like I know there's like the AFI, like they have
mhm.
remote internships through SJSU.
Yes, yeah, that's a good one hoping to look at.
Yeah.
We had a archivist from Disney did a an event with us I think
Oh
last
yeah,
last semester.
the Pixar girl
I
person.
yes, it was Rebecca's
was it
supervisor, Megan Ocampo.
No, there was a Disney person prior.
yeah,
Oh.
Oh, oh,
it might have
oh
been
yeah.
earlier in the year.
Um,
Oh yeah, last year was
Christy.
I
yeah,
Yeah,
Christy.
was it Christine? Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I saw that one.
Yeah, and she had mentioned she did an internship at Lucasfilms
Yeah, yeah,
that I thought
yeah,
was like really interesting. So I think that one's only in person and that's in California. So
yeah,
that's something for you to keep in mind if
yeah,
you're close by to where they're located. But that
yeah,
also seemed like a really cool, like I didn't think, oh, Lucasfilms has an archives intern. Like that's
yeah. Super
sometimes I
cool.
forget how many things are out there.
Yeah, and I
Sorry,
know
that
they're
was Meg. Then yeah, Lucasfilms is around here, up in
Mm,
the northern part of the.
yeah,
okay.
and they're opening the Lucasfilm like museum. It's coming soon
Yes.
in LA. Yeah, that'll
Yeah, the
be
Museum of Narrative Art sounds
yeah,
so that sounds
Oh,
really
that's
interesting.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and go next. I picked my Kindle, and it was during the pandemic, that I like had some more time because I was working from home to um read at my, leisure. And I had before been like buying books, and I was like, no, I need to like start saving some money. So then I had my library card, but I hadn't really accessed it that much. And then during the pandemic, I started checking out books and like actually using my Kindle, and I was joining a bunch of their online programming. Like Rebecca, they had like a tarot card reading, like beginning tarot card reading workshop through my library and stuff. So I would join those kinds of programs, and it was really fun. And I was like, oh wow, it's great that all this is offered. So when I started library school, that kind of like opened my interest into like pursuing library sciences. And then once I eh, was when I started, I initially thought, oh, maybe public librarianship, but I soon realized that that was not because I was volunteering at my library. I was like, I don't think I want to be in public libraries, but I do still want to do like either special libraries, and then I found out about archives, and I just like love that. So, but the Kindle and reading all those ebooks during the pandemic kind of opened that in my mind. Even though in undergrad I had like a film class that I took for a GE, and we had to do we used the UCLA Film and TV Archives, the Outfest Legacy Archive, which was like amazing. It was so great, and I just loved all the shorts and all the films that we were able to access through that website. So I hadn't thought until I started in library school, I hadn't thought about actually having used an archive or a film archive before until then. And as I've been in the program, I like, I enjoy film archives. I really like community archives too and oral histories. And I feel like the Outfest archive itself kind of ties into that because it's LGBTQ plus stories. So yeah, hopefully find some work somewhere.
Uh,
I'll jump in and say I'm totally
sure. Oh,
stumped. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what item would really represent things.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
this
sorry.
is a big question. Very, yeah, we can move on to the next item is oh, your favorite stationery. Hopefully this is easier question. For myself, I went a little broader, I guess. I picked my little pencil pouch, pen pouch that says bookstores, cats, life is sweet. Um, so I actually bought this for class because I just wanted something to hold my new and good pens and highlighters and all that. Um, so yeah, this one was really fun. It's from Out of Print. I think they do like a lot of fun like book related like shirts, pouches, wallets, and things like that. Um, and I'm a cat person, so this is perfect for me.
I was at a loss for this one. I was like, I don't have any stationery. I use like printer paper to write on because I thought like, oh, letter writing and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, but yes, I am also a cat person, and I do have a little pouch with a little cat on it too. It's like raising its paw, and it's a little cat silhouette, and it says hello.
Oh,
That's where I keep my pens.
that's important.
Yes.
Super cute. Yeah, I don't really have, I would say stationery, but I feel like my like planners, like the fonts that my planners use, it's just so like standard and like so I feel like I just feel like more organized just like looking at I just know where everything is. So maybe that's like
Mm,
kind of my favorite stationery. Just my actual planner and all the
yeah.
pages and then the I like when they do like the big calendar but also like day by day.
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I really rely on the day by day so I can write middle little like Tuesday I'm gonna work on this, Wednesday due date, things like that.
Yeah.
I love having that.
Mhm.
So I don't have a favorite per se, but going to the stationery cabinet, I found this one that I love, and it's Emily's Blackmail. God, I can't do this with the fade. Bonk. Here, come on. See if I can do this.
Simile the Strange.
Yes.
Emily the Strange, yes, and her kitty. And you pull it out, and each one turns into its own envelope. And it's
Cute.
so old that it's unbelievable, but it's one of those I catch myself saving it. I'm like, I need to save this for people who will appreciate it. And there's
Yeah.
some people in my family who would, but I have to save it for other people.
Mm.
That's how it's become my favorite over time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Love
great
that.
one. I like how they
Really
each
cute.
turned into an envelope.
Hmm.
I tend to do that too, where I have something, I'm like, I need to save the perfect moment for when it should be used.
Mhm.
Yep.
Next item is, oh, an item that would belong in your own personal archives. Yeah, this is a big one. We'll pretend the timer's not there. I'll update it to 60 seconds next time.
I had a little bit of a head start, so I
Yeah.
have mine here.
The advantage of being on the board, we get to know what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what am I gonna pick? There's so much and a couple two no, maybe like 4 years ago, my mom was uh downsizing after her retirement.
Mm.
And oh, bye, Carly. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. This is really fun. See you
Yeah.
later.
Bye. She was downsizing, so then she gave me all these boxes of photographs. She's like, "Here, you keep them now. They don't fit where I'm moving to." So like I have all these photographs and albums,
Wow.
and it's like, okay, yay, great. And then but now it's like, oh, I have to like I want to digitize all this stuff, right? Now that
Mm.
I'm in library school. Um,
Yeah.
but I had some good things to choose from, so
Good. Yeah, it took me a while. Yeah, I was looking at photographs, and then I remembered. So what I picked is actually this teddy bear
cute.
from my childhood. It is so old, and I think my mom gave it to me when I like finally moved out on my own. So this thing is probably as old as I am.
Wow.
So yeah, I kind of forgot I had this, but I feel like this would definitely belong in my own archive. I just
Yeah.
love its little sweater.
Yeah, it's
So
so cute. A little bow
yeah,
too.
I know. It's just yeah, perfect. So this is what I picked. I don't think I ever named it. But as a kid you always do like Teddy or
Yeah.
like just teddy bear, so it probably has a generic name like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I picked.
I
Okay,
don't
mine's
go ahead.
like kind of silly. It's just like accessible on my desk, and I'm like, I feel like this would go. Marlene, LA. Obviously, I'm a Dodger fan.
Oh yeah.
This is a
The
oh shoot.
bobblehead.
Okay, it's Elton John. Wait, the
Ah,
Elton John bobblehead.
That's awesome.
wow.
Wait, is it getting clear? Oh,
It
for a second.
almost. Oh, there.
Yeah, so my mom is a huge Elton John fan, and I went to the Dodger game where they were giving out these Elton John bobbleheads because he performed like a really famous show in the 70s at Dodger Stadium.
That's
And
awesome.
so it was like this cool commemorative and really special moment I had with my mom. And so my mom's like musical idol is Elton John, and my
Mm.
musical idol is Lady Gaga. And they have a close friendship, the two of them. So it was kind of like a full circle. I got to celebrate with her, and just I love Dodger Stadium too, so it was just really fun.
Wow, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's awesome.
I love Elton John and baseball. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
those
just like
two being mashed together.
Yeah.
yeah. And he had like his famous outfit. It's like a
Mm.
Dodger uniform, but it's like all like bedazzled and like
Yeah.
it was like custom
Yeah.
for
So
him.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found because I had a head start, this photo album that my mom made. So my parents got divorced when I was very young. But she kept this album of like their time together before the kids came along, me and my sister. And when she gave me all her stuff, and she's like, "Here, now you're the keeper of the family lore forever and ever." This was in there, and it was so funny to find. They met in Los Angeles, got married in the 70s. So I'll share some of these photos. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like that's my mom and my dad
So
So I'll
cute.
share.
around the
Yeah.
time they met.
Wow.
Oh.
The poses are so amazing.
Yes,
This is
hilarious.
classic.
And then let me show you. They got married in City Hall in Los Angeles. So there's this one picture. This is their picture. There, it's like from their wedding picture, and it's like and a wine glass.
Is that wine glass?
Oh.
Wow.
That like photo,
That's
like
awesome.
That's so
1970s, like
cool.
before Photoshop.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's so funny, and I just love
Wow.
this is like one of my favorite things. It's hilarious. I like laughing at
Mm.
their like just the hair and styles, but I
Mhm.
also really I like exploring identity. So seeing what
Mhm.
they were like before they became parents and like
Mm.
that part of who they were and who they still are, but then with me or or when we were around them, they were very different. So just it's like a nice
Mhm.
little time capsule that I love.
That's
Yeah,
so nice that
that's
you
so
have that
cool.
like ready, like so in that nice binder and
Yeah,
it's
so
easy.
Hmm.
my mom put it in this binder, and the thing is that after taking preservation management, I took it with Dr. Bushy. They do say that these photo albums are not good for preservation because the glue can be acidic and it can
Okay.
like wear out the photo over time. So it
Nice.
probably should be like removed, but I do like the album too.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is so cool.
Photo albums, you
Oh,
just don't see them anymore, but I've still got some old ones. Some of them I had to take apart for the photos and save them, digitize them.
mm,
Yeah.
It
mm,
is, there's a tactile experience to going through the old pages.
Mhm.
mhm. Yeah, I love it.
So I picked, oh, let me just turn off my background again. So I picked this painting. My aunt did this painting, and it's actually a painting of a portrait of my great great grandfather that was in our house like my whole time I was growing up. And I love the fact that I can remember my aunt and my
Yeah.
Mm.
great 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 grandfather that way. I can't count the number of greats, but
Wow.
uh, he was
That's really cool.
fresh off the boat from Portugal.
Wow, I love that. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's
Got
really
the
cool.
the mustache. You can't really see it, but it was one of those very substantial ones, very dour looking
Ooh.
in this
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
The fact that she
I
made it
love
like
them.
blues and purples is hilarious because it's a super black and white, like really old-fashioned photo.
So cool that you have that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Love that. Let's see. All right, so maybe we have time for one more. It's already 9:50. Let's see. Let's do the next one. Oh, an item that helped you survive this semester. Another kind of big question. Let's see.
I'm just gonna cheat and say it was my thing for the Eat portfolio, my little pie
The
chart.
pie chart.
It
Oh,
really did help mentally and physically to just have it there on the wall and to
mhm.
watch it slowly fill up.
I am saying my item is my cats.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Excellent
This,
choice.
Yeah.
yeah, this is Buffy. They'll be a year next month. I got
Oh.
them. Yeah, I got them last summer, right before the semester started. So they've been kind of crazy, but it's nice to have some
That's
kittens
their
in the
job.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
true.
that.
Yeah.
Is Buffy Laszlo's litter mate?
Yes, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
they're brother and sister.
Aw.
Um,
That's
yeah,
great that they
Laszlo.
stay
I love the
together.
names.
They love, oh, they cute. They love to cuddle and clean each other, which is nice. They definitely get each other's energy out. Laszlo is an orange boy, so he's off the walls
Yeah.
sometimes. But yeah, they've been really good. So they're my items that help me survive school.
that's a really good answer. Animals, they're so special. My
Hmm.
family, I've always had dogs growing up, my family, and so I just can't imagine my life like without animals.
Mm,
And then they're just so special.
yeah,
Yeah. Completely
agreed.
agree. Yeah.
Hmm.
I would like to say my cats too were my the ones that helped me get through the semester. I'll also say, similar to Rebecca's pie chart, for me it was the pit. So every time I finished a competency, I would reward myself by watching an episode of season 2 of Pit. And so I would
That's
have to
awesome.
get my competency done by Thursday, so I could watch that Thursday night. So that helped motivate me. And it just happened to
Mm.
like be a good amount, like 14 episodes and like 14 competencies.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You
That's
definitely have
awesome.
to set up the work and then reward cycle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I think that's like when TV shows used to be like weekly, it was kind of nice to have like Wednesdays or Thursdays pit night.
Yeah,
Like it's nice
Yeah,
to have that kind of thing to look forward to. I have to get my
definitely.
homework done tonight for tomorrow.
I completely
It's nice
agree.
having that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might cheat and just say my that whiteboard that I use for my assignments that I feel like really helped me. Especially when some classes had things due on the same day. Usually they stagger pretty well, but I've had some where it's like a lot of things due on the same day. So having that whiteboard to like map thing. I'm also like real visual, so like
Hmm.
seeing like the physical days of the week and everything helped me map out everything.
Yeah,
I love
that's a
that.
good one.
Yeah, it's making me think of ways I can better organize and visualize
Yeah.
for the upcoming semesters. Of like, maybe there's other things I can do.